You know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this is the first time you're going to be hearing this, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of night gallery history that has a little to do with the episode we're covering. Well, it's not really an episode, it's a segment. Was Steven Spielberg fired twice as a director on Night Gallery? Well, good question. He did Eyes with Joan Crawford with the TV pilot, did a good job. Make Me Laugh, allegedly he was harassing and bullying some of the key actors in the episode and some of his scenes, according to Tom Bosley in Scott Skelton's book on Night Gallery, had to be reshot. And there was a whole bunch of allegations that he violated director's code by asking for multiple takes a la Stanley Kubrick. Now, a lot of people have said publicly and said that Spielberg directed the majority of this episode officially in the Night Gallery oeuvre. It's credited to showrunner and producer Jack Laird. But for me, it has all the earmarks of a Spielberg TV production, very, very crisp visuals. And let's just say it was, in my opinion, it was more Spielberg than Laird. Now, this comic blackout sketch is called A Matter of Semantics, involving the first Joker of television, literally, Cesar Romero as a certain Count Dracula. Now, in this episode, I think they're like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes, written by Gene R. Kearney, directed again by Laird, who accepted, put his name on it. E.J. Peeker as a nurse and Moni Ellis as a candy striper. In this one, Count Dracula, probably looking for lunch, is greeted at a blood bank by a nurse who tells him not to worry because it's only 1 pint. Dracula says, just 1 point, 1 do, why not 3? The confused nurse replies, I can see this is the first time you've given. Young lady, this is a blood bank to count counters. I wish to apply for a loan. Now, the way it sets up, it's like a slow build. We know what it's going to be. It's Count Dracula. I don't understand why the woman is not recognizing the person dressed up as Count Dracula unless she's living in a parallel universe where she's used to being serving vampires. Now, 2.5 minutes. 30 seconds too long, but Cesar Romero in an extended vampire episode in a full dramatic lore would have been a lot better, because Blacula, the black character actor that played Blacula, and Cesar Romero have a lot of parallels because, you know, with the suaveness and stuff. If I was going to have him on Night Gallery, how about this for a plot? Cesar Romero is Dracula caught in Mexico, and his son finds out that he's a vampire because he accidentally wakes up one night and kills his mother, drains her blood, and he has to say, oh, the wolves took it. Just like, you know, do a dramatic play. I really go for that episode. But the 3 pillars of Fernando Lamas, Ricardo Montalban, and Cesar Romero, the Spanish suave style, could be used in comedy or drama or whatever. Fernando Lamas was misused in that ape revenge episode. I'm not going to say the name again. I'll say it once for a podcast and that's it. But Ricardo Montalban, Cesar Romero, and Fernando Lamas, you could have done a Night Gallery episode about, let's say, 3 Mexican, highwaymen who come upon a ghost town, and actually the ghosts are trying to kill him because he shut up the town before. Kind of Magnificent Seven meets, the Waiting Room. That'd be great. Cesar Romero was wasted in this because he's a much better actor with much better material. But again, if Spielberg did it, I give him credit, because if he had the guts to come back to Night Gallery after being pretty well fired, because, he was doing a lot of Universal stuff, as we know, and Duel was coming out just after, so he went from this and Make Me Laugh and Eyes in the Streets of San Francisco to something big. I have to give him credit, because I didn't see, I didn't know, but no, Steven Spielberg was even in Night Gallery until Jaws came out. My dad told me that, and I was shocked. Not the same thing. I watched all 3 episodes of his, and Eyes is great, but Make Me Laugh is crap. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.